Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So, I was trying to figure out what to power during a recent weekend camping trip when my old generator decided to call it quits. You know the ones I'm talking about, those cheap, loud, finicky machines that sound like a jet engine and barely last through one decent rain shower. I needed something that wouldn't wake up the whole campground and could actually run my fridge and lights without sputtering every 5 minutes. That's when I found the Genkins 8000W Inverter Generator. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, this thing is seriously powerful. I plugged in my mini fridge, a couple of LED lights, and even my portable coffee maker, no problem. It handled everything without breaking a sweat, and the power stayed stable the whole time. I was worried about voltage drops with cheaper generators, but this one kept everything running smoothly. Plus, it's inverter technology, so it's safe for sensitive electronics like laptops and phones. That's a big deal if you're working remotely or just want to keep your devices charged without worrying about fried circuits. I mean, think about it, we all rely on our phones and laptops so much these days, and the last thing you want is to have them damaged by a cheap generator. Now, let's talk noise, or rather, the lack of it. This generator is surprisingly quiet. I set it up about 20 feet from my tent, and it was barely louder than normal conversation. No more yelling over engine roars or getting complaints from neighbors at the campground. It's also got this CO safety shutdown feature, which automatically turns the generator off if it detects dangerous carbon monoxide levels. That's a huge peace of mind, especially if you're using it in an enclosed space or near your tent. I've been to campgrounds where generators are a necessity, but they can be a real nuisance if they're too loud. With the Genkins 8000W, I didn't have to worry about disturbing anyone, and that was a huge relief. Portability is another win. It's got wheels and a sturdy handle, so moving it around isn't a hassle. I dragged it from the driveway to the backyard with no issues, and the weight is manageable for one person. The fuel tank is decently sized too. It ran for about 8 hours on a single tank at half load, which is way better than the cheap options I've used in the past. And the electric start? No more yanking on a pull cord until your arm feels like it's going to fall off. Just press a button, and it fires right up. This is especially useful if you're planning to use it for home backup power during an outage. You don't want to be fighting with a stubborn generator when you need it most. I also love that it's got multiple outlets, so I can power several things at once without juggling extension cords. There's a handy digital display that shows runtime, power output, and even maintenance reminders. It's user-friendly, which is great if you're not super tech-savvy. And the build quality feels solid, no flimsy plastic parts that rattle apart after a few uses. The materials feel durable, and the overall design is well thought out. I was impressed by the attention to detail, from the protective covers over the outlets to the easy-to-read display. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, isn't this thing just for camping? But the truth is, it's so much more versatile than that. I've used it for tailgating parties, where we need to power a few lights and a small fridge. I've also used it as a backup power source during a home outage, where it kept our essential appliances running smoothly. And let me tell you, having a reliable generator like this can be a lifesaver. Just imagine being able to keep your food from spoiling, or your medical equipment running, during a prolonged power outage. It's worth its weight in gold, if you ask me. So, what's not to love? Well, it's a bit heavy, so if you're planning to hike it into the backcountry, this might not be your best bet. It's also not the cheapest option out there, but you get what you pay for. The price reflects the quality and features, and for me, it's been worth every penny. Think about all the times you've struggled with a cheap generator, only to have it break down on you at the worst possible moment. With the Genkins 8000W, you're investing in a product that's designed to last, and that's a big deal. I've also been impressed by the customer support from Genkins. If you're in the market for a reliable, quiet, and powerful generator for camping, tailgating, or even home backup, the Genkins 8000W is a solid choice. It's got the power, the safety features, and the runtime to keep you going without the headaches of cheaper models. It's a great option for anyone who needs a dependable generator that can handle a variety of tasks. Check it out using the link below if you want to see the latest price and details. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.